Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a live show right here at Sirius XM. Yes, the two companies that merged.
Yes.
They said it never could happen, and yet it did.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning to you. Good morning, Robin, Fred.
Good morning.
Anybody else who's around here? No Benjy?
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
He's not there?
Well, what do I do now?
Oh. Well, we should hear his reason for being late.
Or is he sick? Is
I
he
don't
here
know.
at all?
I don't know what's with Benjy. I don't know why he can't get here on time. It's so simple. Set the clock. Come on in.
I'm sure he's...
There he
is.
Benjy, what do we talk about? What's going on, man? I can't have this conversation again. It's just too draining.
Now he's got to get himself set up, sneak into his chair.
What do you want me to do with you? What should I do? What's the punishment? What happened? Why are you late? Why are you late?
Jeez.
Sorry.
Benjy, why are you
I'm
late?
catching my breath, sorry.
What? What happened? What am I supposed to do with you? You're making me look bad. I had this fucking conversation with you 900 times. What's going on? If you could get here at 6:02, can't you get here at 10 to 6?
Yeah, you know, I'm sorry.
What? Seriously, all bullshit aside, what's going on? What happens to you? I don't get it. You're making me look bad. I'm serious. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I need you to get here on time, and you're not doing it. And we had this discussion. It's boring already. What happened?
I took an Ambien. I shouldn't have done it last night because I couldn't get to sleep. And
Do you have an alarm clock?
Yeah.
And what do? You sleep through it?
I slept through it, yeah.
You're such a fucking asshole. I mean, I don't know what to do with you, man. What am I supposed to do? I said to the guy, I got to fire you.
Why does he need so much sleep? He needs an Ambien.
I don't
Stay
know.
awake so you get to your job. Take a nap after.
It's a really good point.
What do you need to sleep
All right,
for?
you know what? I'm not going to bore the audience. I'll deal with you off the air, and we'll settle this once and for all. Maybe it's time we parted ways. I don't know, man. I like you. It's nothing personal. It's just you're making me look bad, and you know, it's time for you to. The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to leave. I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't mean to be cavalier about your job, but you're pretty cavalier about it. You don't seem to take me seriously.
Yeah, it was stated that was unacceptable behavior. And he seems to.
I'm pretty sure you think I'm an asshole. So no, it's okay. Trust me. Your actions speak louder than your words. You know, I've said to you, I've begged you, please come in on time. I don't want to have to be in this position. I've asked you a million times, and I don't think you can get it together. And you're telling me I like the job, but I'm going to piss on you and fucking force your hand. You know, it's like death by cop. You know, you want me to fire you, so I guess you move on with your life, and I'm just not coming through for you. You know, so it's like people who want to kill themselves can't do it themselves, so they they go out and they go to a cop and they pull a gun out, and then the cops kill them, and it's called death by cop, and that's
what's happening here?
Yeah, it's death by Howard. I'll just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until Howard finally fires me, and then I'll have to do something. Sorry, man, but we'll talk after the show, and I'll have to take up my fucking day with Benjy and the guilt of having to get him the fuck out the door. I mean, you know, but I didn't we go over this like 50 times? I mean,
yeah, it wasn't that long ago that we had the last discussion.
Do I need to feel guilty? I mean, really, it's not me doing it.
No, Benjy's doing this.
Yeah, I guess. Do you think I was kidding that I'd have to fire you?
No.
All right, well, we'll meet after the show and we'll figure out how to end it. It's over. I mean, I don't know what to do. I just asked the guy to be on time. Just get here 5 to 6. I don't ask him to do anything else. I don't ask him to come in on Friday when I'm not here. I don't ask him to go back and write shit with Sal and Richard. I don't know. I think I'm pretty fair. I like Benjy a lot. He's a nice guy, but he's just pushing my buttons. And I got to stand up to him so that the rest of the fucking staff sees I'm fucking for real. So, you're the one who pushed this, man, not me. So, What am I going to do? We only have 8 months left here anyway. You're not missing that much. Right. You'll get a head start on everyone else. Figuring out what to do with the rest of your life. I mean, what is this? This guy is just pushing my buttons. Right?
It's a sad situation.
And it sucks for me. Because I like the guy, and I'm a nice guy. I really am a nice guy. Too fucking nice, quite frankly. But I do feel like I'm being played by Benjy, you know. And I know that everyone snickers because I keep saying I'm going to fire him, and I don't.
Right, it means nothing.
And I feel embarrassed. You know, no hard feelings, pal. But that's it. I'm at the end of the rope. I don't know how. I don't know what else to do. You're not leaving me any room. You're not giving me any wiggle room, dude. So we'll sit down. We'll bang it out face to face, and we'll figure out how to, you know, make this transition easy. I don't know what to do. You know, I was all ready to do a good show. I got a ton of shit happening. Just everything bums me out. I went to buy a watch yesterday, so I go over to a store where I know they sell them. And I go to buy this watch. And the guy's like a super fan who's behind the counter. Mm-hmm. But then he tells me he didn't buy Sirius. So I got aggravated. I was like, dude, just sell me a watch. I don't want to hear about how you didn't buy Sirius.
Right. A lot of people feel that they need to add that information whenever they speak. And they go, oh, yeah, I used to listen to you.
Yeah, and it was confusing to me, too, because he knew everything about the show. He goes, he had some foreign accent. I think he was Italian. I don't know, you know, but like right off the boat from Italy. He was just like, yeah, what do you, what happened to, you have a stylist, right? I go, yeah. Stylist. Why do you need that? Why do you need that? I said, what? He goes, I go, you mean Ralph? Yeah, Ralph. And I'm like, oh, shoot. What is this guy? Did he call you?
3 times.
3 times already? Yeah, he wants a tour. I told him he could have one.
And nobody could understand what he wanted. Like the interns okay, it was the intern's first day yesterday, but they're like, there's some guy on the show with an accent and
give him a tour.
Yeah, but
that was a royal pain in the ass. This is the kick.
What kind of tour?
I mean, give him a tour.
Like a wrap-up show tour?
A wrap-up show tour. But I was going to say you should bring him in here just so, like, Robin could meet him.
Should I have him come by at like 9:30 and let him... I don't know what kind of tour.
I don't know. A tour. He wants a tour of the show. You know, a tour of the station or something. I don't know what he wanted. I was trying to buy a watch.
Nobody knew what he wanted yesterday. It was really funny. And they were all confused and...
He was a nice guy. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to badmouth him because he actually was a nice guy. But here's the funny thing. Here's the point I'm trying to get to. So he says to me, yeah, I haven't bought Sirius. But I go, well, you should buy it. It's really good. I think the show's really funny now. You know, I said, a lot of people tell us it's better than ever. Yeah, I used to listen in the 90s. That's my favorite. I go, how do you know it's your favorite if you don't? Now I'm involved.
Right.
I should have just said, look, I'm trying to buy a watch. You know, can you concentrate on this for a second? But every time I try to talk about the watch...
He's bringing up more about the show?
Yeah, and then he was like...
See, he misses the show. He wants to talk about it.
And then he goes, I'll send the box over to you. You don't need the box. Well, you got to walk around carrying a box. I said, I'm not walking around. I got my car out there. Who's out there? Ronnie? Ronnie, limo driver. I go, yeah. Ronnie, limo driver. If I could meet him, I would love it.
So now he's got to run out and meet Ronnie?
Well, now I'm all confused, and I'm fucking in a daze, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, I can't even concentrate on this watch I'm about to purchase. So I said, look, I said, this is the watch, right? I said, could you concentrate on the watch? We have to size it, right? Yeah, we size it. I do everything for you. Do everything. So I said, and he goes like, oh, what happened to the Hank, the dwarf? Oh, he died. Oh, that's terrible. You still got the, what's his name? Who should I call if I get a tour? I go, Gary. Gary, Baba Booey. I go, yeah, Baba Booey. He goes, yeah, Baba Booey. And now I'm like dizzy, like my head is spinning because I want to concentrate on the watch. It's a pretty big purchase for me. You know, I want to get it right. So he shows me the watch and everything. The woman who works with him goes back and like takes out some chain links, you know, so you can, you know, it'll be the right size. They come out, then they realize they took the wrong watch and sized the wrong watch because they're not paying attention.
I was thinking, I said, he probably has no idea what he needs to do. He doesn't know which watch because he's not paying attention.
I'm trying. I go, you sure this is the watch? It turned out it was the wrong watch. It was the one that had an extra second hand. I didn't like the way that looked. I liked the one without the second hand. Yeah, Fred, yeah. Cookie puss, yeah, right. Cookie puss.
You know, it's almost like...
I'll tell you, it was just, I was in such a daze because I'm a nice guy. And like I was kibitzing and fooling around with him about the show and everything, but I'm aggravated because I just want to concentrate and ask questions about watches and how they work and like what am I getting here? And
you can't ask a question.
No. Every time I go, oh, what is this? Yeah, don't worry, just say your watch. This is the only watch you'll wear. You'll love it. You'll love it. So then I'm standing there and I just want to leave. And they've sized the wrong watch. They realize they've made a mistake. The numbers don't match. So I resized the next watch, the one that I'm getting, that I think at least I wanted to buy. And they're like, yeah, no big deal, no big deal. And then I said, well, couldn't he be ringing up the purchase with my I gave him my credit card. And I go, can you ring up my credit card? I have to pay for this, right? Yeah, don't worry, we'll get to it. How much time you got left there? You know,
I don't know. I don't have a watch.
What difference does it make?
I go, like 8 months. 8 months? Oh my God! Already. You know, he was a super fan, but it's just very hard for me to concentrate. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So the kicker to the story is, I finally purchased the watch. He's going to come down here and have a tour. He goes out, he meets Ronnie, the limo driver, and I said to him, you sure I have everything? Do I have my receipt? I need to check my receipt. I go, I have my credit card back. You sure I have the box? Do you have everything you're supposed to give me with this watch? I don't know what I'm supposed to get with the watch. You got everything, don't worry about it. Okay, all right, okay. I get in the car. I show Ronnie my new watch. We look at the time. I bought the watch around. It's 12 o'clock. It says 4:30, and it says the 21st is the date. And you know, usually they set that off. They set it all up for you. They forgot because they're so busy fucking yakking to me. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. The wrong watch was almost sold to me. The wrong links. The wrong bracelet. The whole fucking deal. And I get nuts.
Well, Howard,
but I mean, I'm happy, and then I'm like nuts, good and bad. I'm happy that the guy's a fan. Then I'm sad that the guy didn't buy Sirius. Then I'm like confused because buying a watch was the most ridiculous thing ever. And I'm like, I walk around in a fucking haze. What?
He called yesterday, so he called at 2:30 the first time. So I see the message, and I put it to the side. I'm not going to return it because I don't know what it. I don't know who he is.
Yeah. What am I going to say? I got to.
But I'll talk to you about it today.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell the guy he's selling me a watch. I'm not going to tell him he can't come down to the station. He's got me by the balls.
So 2:30 is the first call. Second call is at 3:15. Third call is at 4 o'clock.
Right.
Like who calls 3 times in 90 minutes?
I don't know.
But I get that a lot. Like people like, you know, think you should be calling back within 5 minutes.
I know. It was a nice guy, though. He really was. He was excited. I get that, you know. But, man, oh, man. Their eyes lit up when I walked in. You know, and I didn't make any like, I just knew the watch I wanted, and I went, okay, I'll take it.
Right, none of this, take me to this case, take me to that case.
No, I said, show me this specific watch. I had researched it on the internet. I looked at all the different models.
What kind of watch is it?
I don't want to go into it. I'm not, because then the news department's got to go find pictures of it and post it on the web, and I need a break. I need a break today. I'm with the Benjy. I'm upset. I'm upset now because now this fucks on my mind.
Should buy him a watch.
Yeah. Here's my watch.
That's who needs a watch.
Yeah.
I have a watch. It's all.
Does he have a watch? Does he wear one? I don't want to talk to him, dude. I got to talk to him after the show, which I really love.
He might be like Jackie, although Jackie always managed to be here on time.
No, Jackie was a pro. He came in on time. I'll give him that.
But he never wore a watch.
It was a pain in the ass, but he was here on time.
When he came.
Right.
Yeah.
When he wasn't busy protesting.
When he wasn't busy being
here on time.
See,
I'll
say that for Benjy. He's never protested anything along those lines.
Well. He's a nice, pleasant guy, Benjy, and I enjoy him, and I really like him as a human being. But today, I got to give him the axe.
Maybe his lateness is a protest, like a work slowdown.
Well, it is. It's a passive-aggressive thing. I mean, I've said to him, Benjy, please don't make me fire you. I love you. I think you're a nice guy. I hate firing people. I hate it. I've had to do it a few times in my life, you know, directly and indirectly. The direct ones are the hardest. And I hate being the boss, and I hate all that shit.
Well, why don't you pass this off to someone?
Well, I'll do it myself. You know what? I've changed a lot from therapy. I see through it all. And you know what? I got to man up and just fire him. It's my responsibility. The buck stops here. You know? It's like Obama. He's going to have to step up and go and prosecute these BP motherfuckers. You know? He's going to have to do it. It's not going to be pleasant. He doesn't want to have to go waste his day with that. He wants
Well,
to
I
go...
don't see why you get upset about prosecuting those jackasses.
Well, that's true. He's got it easier than I do. It's clear what he's got to prosecute. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, and now I'm just all distracted from that. You know, even the jewelry guy was like, "Who is Benjy?" I said, "You know, Benjy's with us." Who? Ugh. Oh, that one. The big fat guy got naked in the Playboy pool. Yeah, him. All right. Well, I don't want to see him. Hey, Cyrus, you're on the air.
Hey, now.
Hey,
I was like, miss it. But, look, I love Benjy. Benjy's actually done a lot of things for me, but sometimes you actually have to do what you have to do.
I think Benjy's saying I want to be fired. I get it now, but I'm just not picking up on it.
No, you have to do it. Like
I know.
I don't want him to be fired. I actually love him on the show.
I know. I don't even want to make a bit out of this because I got to have the distasteful meeting today to fire him.
Yeah, no.
Which
I don't even want it to happen, but...
No, I don't either. But what do you think I'm thrilled about? I like the guy. I like his work. I don't know. But I did draw a line in the sand, and I've done it 20 times, and it's enough already. I'm being pissed on.
Yeah,
and he's saying, listen, he's saying to me, please fire me.
He really is. And give him what he wants.
All right.
You know, he may not even know he's saying that.
Yeah, you know you're saying that, right? Don't you? Or you don't even know it on that level? You know what you're saying to me. I mean, think about it.
I mean, I believe you that it's possible that
Right.
maybe some part of my mind is saying that, but I don't, at least on the surface, I don't feel it at all.
Yeah, and it's a real shame. Maybe you should get in touch with that. I mean, what else would it be? I've said to him 20 times, I'm going to fire you. I have to because you're making me look bad. I need you to just be on time. And he just said, okay. Every time he says, okay, and then he just shows up late. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
Sometimes you have to be knocked down to be picked up.
Yeah.
So Howard has to knock you down right now.
Well, it's just that I feel like a fool if I don't. All right, Eric, you're on the air. I don't want to talk about it because it's actually going to go down. Well, yeah, Eric, go ahead.
Hello.
Hey.
I think you should just get it over with. Benjy, you're fired. Have him leave the studio. All day, it's going to be a thing.
I know. I don't want to dwell on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you go then. But for what it's worth, I think your show is great. I am a subscriber.
Thank you.
I'll be as long as you're on the air. You're doing a great job. Sometimes you have crappy days. I've got annoying employees. You've got annoying employees.
Right. You got to just deal with it.
Yep. So you'll get through it and whatever. But I would love for you just to say, he should just get up and go home now. Then he can really feel what it feels like, and then you can think about it over the day without him sitting there in front of you.
Right. All right. I get it. I know what I need to do, Eric. You don't have to explain it to me. Marianne, go ahead.
Oh, Howard, I hate to curse, but what the fuck between Benjy and Tim Sabian sabotaging everything we're hanging on for a thread, Howard, that you're going to re-sign? I mean, 99% of the people, Howard, are in love with you, and I don't know where these two are coming from at this crucial time for the radio. Benjy, you've been late since K-Rock. Shame on you. That's not fair to do to Howard and to the rest of the audience that's hanging on. Don't you understand? Did Tim Sabian go on that stupid diet, Robin, this week? Maybe he's woozy. He knows I call every day. Howard, wherever I go, and some.
All right, King of all blacks, you're on the air.
Yeah, I was just curious. Don't fire. I mean, that's just another subject I want to say. Don't fire Benjy.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Right,
Go
right.
ahead. But you you have that, that mentality that says no matter what the offense, you get to hold on to your union job. This ain't a union job. Lisa G is here with headlines. What do you have for us from the Howard 100 News?
All right. Behavior analyst 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱 says when Benjy Bronk is late, it's like a kid in school screaming for attention. It's very childlike.
Yeah, great.
She said by getting mad, you're giving him the attention he wants and reinforcing the behavior.
So what do I do?
She says you need to start from scratch so he feels he needs to earn the activities he likes. Like he has to earn the wrap-up show. He has to earn getting a free breakfast.
How about I just fire him, which is what I'm inclined to do, because I've already had this discussion with him 50 times.
Well, she says you just need to take things away because you say that
it's like
you
a little babe, but that's what I did with my kids when they were 2. You can't have your, your TV show or something.
There you go.
Wow, He
has to earn sitting in the studio. That's what she says. And then you slowly give back the things he enjoys doing, similar to what Beth says in her book, Oh, My Dog.
So you're training him like a dog?
Yes.
Wow. Would you just prefer I fire you? You really want to go through that?
You don't want to be trained, do you?
You really want to be trained like a dog, you maniac? What do you prefer? You want to just be fired or you want to be trained? Give me the choice. I'll give you the choice.
Fired.
You'd rather be fired?
Than trained?
Yeah.
Like a dog? Yeah.
All right. I'll fire you after the show. I mean it. I don't blame him. At least I'd rather be treated like a man than a child.
But didn't you act like a man? Act like a man.
They already took away his breakfast.
Well, good. Breakfast. Thank you. Why are we giving him free breakfast? I don't want any more free breakfast for him.
Well, he's not going to be here. You said you're going to fire him.
Right. I'll fire him after the show. Want me to train you? Here, I tell you what. Why don't I try this? I'd like to see you keep your job.
All right.
You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay. No more wrap-up show. Gary, Benjy's not allowed on the wrap-up show, and no more plugs on the wrap-up show. With that fucking, what is it? What is that stupid plug you have? I still don't know what it is.
By plugging it, I'd be plugging it.
What is it? What is that plug that you give at the end? What is the
Bang
website?
Bang show?
Your Bang Bang website. What is the website that no one knows what it is and no one's ever visited it? What is that?
It's a website.
Yeah. What is the name of it?
BangBangShow.com.
Bang Bang Show. Yeah. That's the plug he gives at the end of the show where I go, I don't give a shit. I'm never going there. Take away the plug. Take away the breakfast. Gary, you there? I don't know what happened to Gary. I don't know how I'm supposed to institute these things. I'm going to train you like a dog now, Benjy.
Got it.
I don't want him on the wrap-up show at all. I'm not kidding. He's off of it. And what do you think? Should I have him sit in another room to write, or is that too severe?
That's the next thing to go.
All right. That'll give me something. And then I'm firing him if he can't do that. How's that? Is that okay with you, Benjy?
We have a business
It's better than being fired.
arrangement, so you're
Right.
allowed to fire me whenever you want.
Do you want me to just fire you?
No.
Or would you rather just try this?
I like my job, so I'll
Because I'm serious. I was going to fire you after the show today. I'm not bullshitting.
But the thing is, though, how can he earn this stuff back?
Right. That was going to be my question.
I'll tell you exactly how. By not annoying me.
No. But it's got to be, all right, after he's been able to be here for 6 weeks.
Oh, no.
So I was thinking 6 months.
No. Not everything back. You give him breakfast back after 6 weeks.
Well, he doesn't need breakfast.
Believe me, he could skip a meal.
Yeah, look at him.
You know what I should do with him?
Relatively thin, but
I should euthanize him like what they do with dogs. Put him to sleep.
So it's no wrap-up show.
Doesn't it say that in Beth's book? If all else fails?
If you can't, correct the problem.
It's no breakfast, no plug, and no wrap-up show.
He's
right?
off the wrap-up show. I don't want him in there. I don't want him in the studio. I don't want any of that plug to Bam Bam Show. Bang Bang Show. What is that?
It's a website.
Yeah, well, how much do they pay you for that?
Nothing.
That's not true.
What do you... Hey, Garrett, it's a vanity website. What are you talking about?
What does that mean?
It means that I paid $8 a year to get a domain name.
So when you plug it, what are you plugging?
Yeah, what are you plugging?
My website.
But what's it? So if I go there, what happens?
You see my thoughts.
Oh, it's like a blog?
Yeah.
Oh.
John and I have been meaning to ask him about that for a year and a half. We just haven't gotten around.
Yeah, I'm glad to know that. I didn't know that.
What about if I make him work on Friday? Come in here and do some work. Work with Sal and Richard.
Or go out and do street stuff.
Well, see, that's still negative reinforcement. I think
Right.
they're talking about the positive reinforcement, making him work for things he likes.
All right. Lazy fat fuck anyway. How about if I berate him?
No, that's what more
Just call
what he
him
wants.
a lazy fat fuck.
That is the rolled up newspaper on the nose.
The only thing I would say, Howard, like you said, if you tell Benjy not to come in, right, it hurts you, like it hurts the show. You know, oddly, John and I like having him on the wrap-up show. He helps us.
Yeah, well, he's off.
And it sort of sucks for us.
Well, yep. Sorry.
Well,
You know,
everybody has
Benjy-
to be punished when Benji's
Right,
punished.
but what happens?
Benjy craves attention, and now he can't have it. Listen, here's the choice. And this is up to Benjy. I could just fire him after the show, which is how I felt in the 6 o'clock hour. Lisa just brought up this way to handle Benjy that makes sense to me. I don't want to fire the guy. I like his work and I like him, but I'm not going to be shit on. I've decided that in my life. And the guy's shitting on me, making me look bad. He's just doing it over and over again. It's simple enough. I want him here on time.
So is there a period of time or a way for him to earn his way back to the wrap-up show? Or you can't, or you not really think
in 6 months, I'll reevaluate.
6 months, okay.
Then he's got no time left.
Oh, that's right. All right, 3 months. 3 months of being here on time straight, and then I'll reevaluate if he can go on the...
Okay. All right, I'll put it down on the calendar.
All right. And I don't want him getting paid for breakfast. That's taken away now. That I know he likes. What else does he like?
Well, if you take away the wrap-up show, you have, in essence, taken away the plug, because that's where he did the plug.
Good. Get rid of that.
And that's probably a good amount of stuff you just did. You
Right.
took breakfast, the wrap-up show, and the plug.
Yeah,
That's
because
a
the
lot.
wrap-up show, he actually gets to talk and like be a personality, and people starting to know him from that. Good. Take it away. What else do you like? Seriously, what else do you like around here? What other perks do you get? Benjy, what else?
I'm thinking.
I need help so I can punish you some more.
Yeah, we need to know what you like.
Oh, and I don't want him taking anything from the glom box. That's the other thing he likes. I see him with his fucking fat fingers in there all the time. We get a lot of free stuff here, and I put it out in a box and let people just pick through it. I see him picking through there like he's homeless. No more glom for you for the next 3 months. Benjy, you hear me? Mm-hmm. No glom. Tracy, no glom for him. No glom, no free breakfast, no wrap-up show. 3 months. You know? If I could take away those sluts you bang, I would do that too, but I
don't
can't.
bang any sluts.
Okay, sure. Sure. What else, Lisa? Thank you for that. You just saved Benji's job, so he should get on his knees and kiss your feet. Go ahead.
Well, it was a fan who called us, who emailed Howard 100 News.
Well, okay, I'll try it. But if he's late again, I'm firing him. I mean, it just all goes out the window. If he can't be here, I mean, come on, man. Let's go to Johnny High. Johnny, what's going to be on the wrap-up show besides Adam Carolla?
Benjy shows up late, and Howard takes away breakfast, the wrap-up show, plugs, and glom to teach him a lesson.
Will that work, Robin? I don't even know.
What was that?
Will it work, my Benjy punishment?
I don't know. It's hard to say with Benjy. I don't know if he considers anything positive reinforcement. It all sounds negative.
Please, Benjy, don't force me. Come on. What are you doing? Hello? The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, do you really want to discuss it?
Yeah, please. Right. I mean, I got the punishments going, and I don't know what else to do. I wanted to fire you, but Lisa
if you
G
want to
talked
fire
about
me, it's fine. Like I said, we have a deal. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
You're acting like you want to be
Do
fired.
you want to be? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I like
that.
working here.
I don't think you do.
I like working here.
Otherwise, you'd be here on time.
It's not my conscious intention ever to be late. I'm embarrassed by being late. I'm definitely not the only one that's late, but
is taking away things from you making you sad or unhappy?
I feel like humiliated. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. All right. Let's hope that it works.
Would you like to regain your privileges?
You'd like them to buy you breakfast. You'd like them to let you be on the wrap-up show and give you a plug. Would you like all those things?
It's wrong to ever be late, but I've been late.
You're not answering the question.
About 3 times, and about a second late. And Robin, you've been late just as much and out through the door, but it's never said.
Not true. She's in here every day.
It's not, Howard.
It is true.
She's been more times than I have.
And by the way, you're not Robin.
Okay.
That's the other thing.
But that's my point. He's now arguing points, but
to
you're
the
not
world, I'm the
answering.
late one. I'm the late one, and
I told you.
You're not answering the question.
And you're right. I could control that, but it's as if I'm the only one that ever is.
But you shouldn't bring up other people. You know, that's
I just need you. It distracts me when you. All right, I'm not getting into this.
Sorry, right on a wrap-up
John.
show.
Thank you. Benjy is banned from your show. He's not allowed on the wrap-up show. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be late if I worked here, Howard.
Goddamn right you wouldn't. You'd appreciate it.
I'd count my blessings.
Why don't you tell Benjy what it's like out there in the world of podcasts?
Oh, my God. First off, it costs me $10,000 a month, and then it's another failed sitcom, and then I got to watch Kimmel then back the Brinks truck up to Kimmel's house with all the celebrity friends.
Yeah,
it's brutal out there.
It ain't fun being Adam.
No, be happy.
That's God's plan for you. Ralph, go ahead quickly.
Benjy, what you don't get is if Howard wanted you to come in every day and wear a dunce cap, you either do it or you don't. Quit, or the guy wants you there on time. And quite frankly, you're a writer. You should be in there earlier in case he's got something on his mind.
He doesn't seem to get that. He's comparing himself to Robin. I got no problem with Robin. The one problem I got with Benjy, it's one problem. I need him to get in 2 minutes earlier than what he's doing. And he can't do it, and he keeps pissing on me.
And then he starts bringing up other people and won't answer questions.
I'm telling you what I need for you to work here.
You need help, Benjy, because it's a mental problem. You live right up the street. You couldn't be any closer. So clearly you're doing this on purpose in some mental level. You're getting some
He wants me to fire him because he feels he should be something, I don't know, something else. And he's waiting for me to give him the boot, so he'll have to get off his ass. That's the only thing I can figure out psychologically. He's begging me to fire him.
He is. He's
and I would have done it today, but Lisa came in and gave me a suggestion and it made sense. I'm going to try it. To train him like a dog. Take away all his favorite things. I took away a bunch of things, and I'll try it. Benjy said he's up for that, so I'm going to try it. And if it motivates him, great. And if it doesn't, I'm throwing him the fuck out.
And he's all angry now.
He has to be good for 3 months, and then he gets some rewards.
So you're taking all this other stuff away from him for 3 months?
Yes.
And then what if he does it again? What if he's late?
Then he's gone.
I don't think the food...
Then he's gone.
I think the food is sort of part of my salary, so I don't think that should be taken
I don't care. It's gone.
All right.
Salary gone. I should take away your whole fucking salary.
Hey, listen.
So be happy.
Far be it for me to get involved, but could I have his food? I mean, things are pretty tight for me.
Do you not want to be there? Is it too early for you? Would you like a different job or something?
Hey, I've been I've
done?
been late. Ralph?
Are you done? Is this it for you? I mean, are you want to move on to something else?
Well, no, I've been late a few seconds.
Show the fuck up on time, dumbass.
About 3 times.
So what?
3
in a year.
times.
That's not true,
That's just
Benjy.
not true,
You've been
Benjy.
late since K-Rock.
I see you come in the door.
Even when you are on time, you create a whirlwind in the hallway. Ronnie you knock people over to get in. You got to create a situation all the time. Just show the fuck up on time.
Yeah,
I do.
It's so easy.
It's been about 3 times in a year, which is 3 times is wrong. A few seconds, 3 times is wrong, but it's
not 3 times.
It's portrayed differently.
3 times wouldn't bother me. I always see you walking through that door when I start the show. And you come in and it just unsettles me. It bothers me for some reason. I'm asking you as a friend, can you please walk in a fucking 2 minutes before the show starts?
Why are you putting him in his position, Ben?
I don't know why you're challenging me this way. And I told you were fired. And then
if you want to fire me,
I said I don't want to fire you. You're forcing me to fire you, you fucking dummy.
Sure you don't want to get dinner tonight, Howard?
No.
Seem like you're in a good mood.
Benjy's been late twice in 6 weeks. How's he talking about 3 times?
I know. He just lies. I think he lies to himself.
How's that a lie?
You've been late twice in 6 weeks. Twice in 6 weeks.
I said over the last year.
And then
I'm telling you, you've been late twice.
He's been telling you this for years. Why are you late 3 times this year?
But it's not acceptable.
What is it, Ron?
What if David Letterman
like a second.
shows up at late? You're taping at a certain time.
I need you here 2 minutes before the show starts. I don't know. I mean, I'm not being that demanding.
Howard, taking stuff away from him is stupid.
Well, then the other choice is just firing him and getting him out of here.
That's it. I think you put him on, and if he does it again, he's fired.
No, I've done that already.
Well, then you have to stick by it.
Go ahead. What is it?
I don't know how you figure that he's been late twice in 6 weeks. Or he's even figuring that.
No, I'm saying minimally.
Dude, this guy walks in every day as the show's starting.
I know.
I don't, Ronnie.
Oh, come on, Benjy.
Ronnie, where's your thing? Like, I never talk about other people. I never drop it.
Oh, that's Adam's thing.
No. Yeah, that's me.
What are you talking about, Benjy?
Adam.
How many times do I talk to you off the air, Benjy, and said, why can't you get here 5 minutes to 6? Why?
Because he hates me.
Everybody else
hates
gets here.
his job.
People get here at 5:30, 5:15,
he wants
quarter to 6.
He wants death by cop.
I have to get up at 3:15 in the morning to be here, dude. Why can't you get here? I don't get it.
Well,
I
listen,
just don't
Ronnie.
understand it.
Ronnie, in your native Scotland, they do things a little bit differently. I'm just hearing the accent. I don't know where you're from.
Fucking accent are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I thought I had it.
But he wants death by cop. In other words, he can't pull the plug on this job. He wants me to pull it on him. So he.
But I don't believe that.
What else would it be? If you really want your job, would you be late?
Here's what I think with him. First of all, like Ralph says, it's a mental thing. Number one. Number two. The guy goes to sleep when it's time to go to work.
I know. But that's not my problem. I need him here 5 of 6. If that's too much to ask, then leave.
I think I'm having a breakthrough here.
And he thinks I want him to get fired. I just did a thing out there, and they asked me about him. I said, I don't want him to get fired.
I don't either.
But the guy just doesn't want to listen to anybody.
No. But listen, some guys don't know they're live unless they're being yelled at. Do you know those guys?
Well, that was Lisa's thing, too. She said that the psychologist told her that he doesn't feel this is his way of getting attention.
Yes, he needs attention. You notice him every morning, Howard.
Yeah, all right. Okay, let's cut this off. You're right.
Ralph, you should treat him like a stripper that falls asleep on your futon. That'll straighten him out.
Come on his ass.
You should just come on him.
Bench. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. How you doing?
I'm good. Are you a little bummed out about Howard being angry at you?
I wouldn't call myself an absolute libertarian, but I basically am. I don't think Rand Paul is a racist, but I think that I think he had a point about private businesses being allowed to decide who enters and who doesn't.
Do you think?
But I also agree with him. Like, why of the things in the world that are not fair? Why deal with that?
Do you think today's really your last day?
It's the same thing with the Fair Housing Act. If it's your house, you should be allowed to sell it who you want. Again, I think if someone's racist and they decide not to sell to a black person, that's disgusting. And I wouldn't revisit that government-wise. Like, there's more. Like, why should you have to pay private property taxes to support the schools?
Do you feel bad for being late today?
I love that we have a school system. I love that. I love that we have libraries. And if I took away government funding for something, it probably wouldn't be that. There'd probably be other things I'd be a lot more against. But if I had to pick one party, it probably would be libertarian.
How do you think this conversation is going to go with you and Howard face to face?
Howard, I think we'll talk about it. And he's never watched Curb. I think it would take a couple episodes for him to get into it. But I think he would really like it if he watched a couple episodes.
Gary.
Yeah.
Do you think Benjy should be fired?
No. But I think he should be punished.
And you think the way Howard's going about it is a good way?
It's a start. He's taking things away. He probably should have done this a long time ago.
What do you think the chances are of Benjy following through with all this?
Hard to say with him. I mean, he's a wild card.
Has he always been like this, even back to K-Rock?
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, he's the closest person living to the studio, right?
Absolutely. He lives within less than 10 blocks away.
And it doesn't seem like he's really arguing that much today. Why do you think he's doing that?
I'm not sure. I don't think Benjy thinks he's wrong, by the way.
Why?
He's just like a couple of minutes late. I'm not affecting the show. You're just picking on me.
But you think he is, right?
Well, it's not a... Listen, during the wrap-up show, he started to go down this road here, and on the wrap-up show, he'll say things like, well, other people are late, this one was late, that one was late. But there's no company in the world where the rules are the same for everyone. And I hate when it's not about everyone else, it's about you. And he's had this conversation. Whether someone's picking on Benjy or not at this point is irrelevant. Howard's told him so many times, I don't want you late anymore. And that should be enough. That should be enough. Not to say, oh, Robin's late all the time, which, by the way, is an out-and-out lie. Robin has not been late more times than him, and he would know because he's late half the time to not see when she comes in.
Do I think he should be fired? I mean, do I want him to be fired? No. Because I like Benjy. But, I mean, Howard has told him multiple times, I mean, he's brought it up on the air, about the lateness being a problem, and, you would think someone would take that eventually to heart and, start making some sort of continuous effort no matter what, whether you have to stay up all night, for Christ's sake, sleep during the day, I don't know. So I'm just glad I'm not in that position because I would be very torn. I mean, maybe taking some of the things away from him. I would actually take him out of the studio before taking away the wrap-up show and all that stuff.
It's called a wristwatch. Everybody should own one. Everybody should see what time it is and make sure that they get into work at the proper time. That's really all I have to say about Benjy. I don't know why he does what he does. That's a Benjy question, and we don't have enough time in the day to try and understand or get an answer from Benjy on that.
Do you think he likes getting this attention, or is it that he's unorganized?
I don't think it has anything to do with getting attention or anything like that. People are standing in back of you laughing at this whole thing. It's just ridiculous. It's like the whole Benjy thing is just foolish.
Any advice? Just a wristwatch?
Wake up! Wake the fuck up! God damn it.
John, Benjy.
What's up, man?
So Benjy's not allowed on the wrap-up show anymore?
Yeah.
How is this going to affect the show?
It sucks. Benjy's a big part of wrap-up. I love when he comes down, and unfortunately, Howard's the boss, and that's the punishment, so there's no breakfast, no wrap-up show, no glom, not a lot of anything, really, but we'll miss him. Absolutely. I wish he could be there.
Benjy, how are you going to handle not being on the wrap-up show?
My favorite TV theme songs of all time, probably Good Times. And it's probably the second half of it. Can you guys even run theme songs?
No.
Oh, you can't? I love it so much. You can't even run me singing it?
No.
Just for you guys.
What about
keeping your head
above
water, making a break
Benjy,
when
can't.
you can, temporary layoff, good times, easy credit and rip-offs.
This is never going to see the light of day.
Really? Even if we don't do the music to it?
No, the melody's there.
Okay.
So
what if we do it to Happy Birthday? What if we do Good Times,
Happy Birthday is copywritten.
Well, do you have any standard song you can
row your boat.
Okay. Good times, easy credit and rip off, looking out and watching the asphalt grow, here in Chicago.
See what we're gonna miss?
Benjy, you're not gonna have the glom box anymore either.
I have no boxes. I'm boxless.
You must feel better though that you're not getting fired, right?
Yes.
To me, it's very sad.
Hey guys, can you get out? Will you have my camera, guys? Thanks.
So Benj.
I'm just teasing.
Benj.
Yeah.
So, do you think you're easily trainable?
I think if it's something. Well, what do you mean by trainable? Like learn? Like can you learn?
Yeah, like he said he's gonna treat you like a dog.
Yeah, I could learn dog stuff.
No, but like to be on time. That's the main issue.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna work out?
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
See you bright and early tomorrow morning.
I don't think Benjy should be fired. I think Benjy should stop his shtick already. It's enough because it's really getting to the boss. And I think he's playing with fire right now. He thinks he can laugh everything off and it's just going to go away. I don't think he's realizing what's happening now.
Has he always been like this?
Yeah.
Even back in K-Rock?
Back in K-Rock when he was an intern. Forget it. He was always shtick, always bullshit, always something going on with him.
Now, do you think it's just he's unorganized or he always has to be like the center of attention?
I think it's a little of both. I think he's totally unorganized as far as his outside life from here. I think he's totally, as far as his sleeping habits and everything else that, has pertaining to be at work. He just can't function. He doesn't go to sleep until it's time to go to work, practically. That's why he can't get here on time. If you talk to the guy, he goes to sleep at 3 in the morning. So I don't know what the hell his deal is. He knows he's got to be here, before 6 o'clock. And he's never been here, very rarely before 6 o'clock. It's usually when the music is playing to start the show is when he walks in. But today, he did it again. He came in after the show started. 𝗏ص wasn't here, and, the shit hit the fan. So
I think Benjy's great. I think Benjy's funny. I think Benjy contributes a lot to the show. And I think it's great. I think he should be late every day. Because truthfully, I don't think Howard would ever fire him.
Why not?
Because he loves him. It's like, I don't know, murdering your child. Sometimes, you might think, I want to kill you. You're not really going to kill him. Howard's really not going to fire him. And if I were Benjy, tomorrow I'd come in 15 minutes late. Because it makes great radio. So, Benjy, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. And don't listen to anyone else. Don't listen to Howard. Because if Howard was truthful, you'd be gone right now. I'd be saying, wow, that Benjy was a great guy. But what am I saying? I'm saying keep going. Keep pulling it off. You're doing a great job. You're crazy, but I love it. And I don't love it because I'm encouraging you to do something bad to piss off Howard, where you could get fired. I just believe that you never will, and I find it very entertaining.
Is this your way of getting into the Benjy chair?
No. You'd need like 6 of me to fit in the Benjy chair. I don't want to be in the chair. I love being in the back with Richard, doing prank calls, doing my bits, sending in jokes that way. I love it. The chair, too much pressure. Too much pressure. Who needs it? Every person has its place, and for every place there's a person. Benjy's place is to be late. My place is to be in the back. I don't want to be in that chair.
I like Benjy, so I'm going to go with no.
But if you were like a boss and he was pulling this stuff.
And who did it? 𝗏ጽ𝘄𝗿𝗍? You'd be fucking gone that day. See ya. Bye, Baldy. Don't let the door hit you in the ass, you fucking dumb conservative cocksucker. Go suck on that oil pipe for a while. Ronnie. Bye, midget. See ya. Take your little leprechaun ass out of here. Go fucking dance a jig somewhere else. You're out. Bye. See ya. Who else we got? 𝗏ጽ𝘄𝗿𝗍? Well, I might let him stay. He's alright. Tubby in here? Yeah, he can fucking walk home. He could use the exercise. The rest of them, they're alright, I guess.
Do you think it's a little ridiculous that Benjy's the closest person to the studio and he's late every morning?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. And if I were Howard, I probably would fire him. But I'm not Howard. I like Benjy personally, but I really think this is just a slap in his face.
Do you think taking away some of the privileges is going to change anything?
No, I think that's like little kid bullshit. It's a fucking bottom line. Either you show up on time or you're fired. He said it 6 times now. I think the line has been drawn. See you later.
How do you feel about not being on the wrap-up show right now?
Well, I enjoy it a lot. I think it's been very fun. So I feel like I'm missing out.
Do you feel bad that you can, because they're obviously talking about you right now, that you can't speak your mind?
Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, this issue is not something I so much feel. It's okay, man. Go ahead. It's good. This issue is not something. It's just more in general being able to, speak my opinion than this so much. There's a lot of things I feel like, I want to speak up because I feel like I'm being portrayed incorrectly. But being late is something I'm embarrassed about. So I don't disagree for the most part. I disagree in a tiny way because I think...
Disagree about what? The repercussions that you're facing? About getting stuff taken away?
It's wrong to ever be late, I think. I mean, it would bug me too if I was running something. But I think over the course of a year, someone being late a few times shouldn't be treated as severely as this is, especially when it's made to look like I'm the only one that ever is, because I'm the one it's called out on, and I think there's other people's just as much. Now, again, if I do it, it's wrong, but I just don't like the way it's portrayed like I'm the only one.
Now, what are you going to do to try to be on time? Set your alarm earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go back. I did before, which I should have kept doing, was have more alarms and just have more fail-safe systems.
How many alarms do you use?
At one point I had 4, like 2 different phones, 2 different clocks, but I went back down to let it slip to 1, which was a mistake.
So what time are you aiming for tomorrow morning?
Does he ever speak about satellite radio at all? And like his whole...
No.
Because supposedly his new album, the first single, mentioned satellite radio and all that other shit.
Nah, I didn't talk to him about that. And then, so let me tell you about this. So then I'm walking around and I run into, so who do I see walking in? Chevy Chase.
Oh! Now there's something that could go either way.
Yeah, I did see him in California and we worked our shit out.
Right.
And it was no big deal, but Janie was with him, the wife, who evidently, I heard...
She's still on the warpath.
Yeah, it hates me. So I saw Chevy and it was great. We had a really good conversation, quite frankly. And then all of a sudden, Janie came up to me and we worked our shit out, too.
Oh, did you have a peace talk?
Yeah, so I was trying to describe to Beth how bad things were between me and Chevy and Janie and the history of that whole thing on our show. So I'm going to bring her a tape so she can hear it because,
God.
Because she was like, well, what are you so nervous about? I go, well, dude, you have no idea.
The guy has threatened me.
Yeah. And then Frank Gifford dropped out of the ceiling. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the most part, it was kind of cool. And then I see this chick sitting with Roger Waters and his wife, and I thought it was like Gwyneth Paltrow, but someone told me it was Naomi Watts, but I don't know. I didn't know who she...
You can't tell these blondes apart.
I can't. I didn't know who it was, and he's showing me her baby pictures.
Was she pregnant? Or did Naomi...
She just had a baby.
Oh, she just had the baby.
So that must be her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know a lot of these people, you know what I mean? Some of the younger starlets. I'm sort of out of it.
Don't be like some old codger.
I am, though.
Know people.
I am an old codger.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know who this broad is. I thought it was Gwyneth Paltrow.
You knew Jay-Z's honest before any of us.
That's true. So I'm getting like my dad. I'm like, which one is this? The Gwyneth Paltrow?
Who is she?
Who is Naomi Watts? What was she in? So I know who that is. So I didn't know who anybody, a lot of people I don't know. But then... after dinner was served, John got up with this band he had. He had a band from Jersey there playing. And then John did a couple of songs, which was really cool. We all sat around and watched them. And then All of a sudden he goes, "Hey, come on, guys, come on up here." And Paul gets up and does the song.
They had like a jam session?
It was Paul McCartney, Jimmy Buffett, Billy Joel, John Bon Jovi.
Did Roger?
Roger got up and did "Wish You Were Here."
Wow.
I mean, it was, it was pretty fucking crazy.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, Bruce didn't get up, though. I think he'd left by then.
No kidding.
Yeah.
See, maybe Bruce won't do American Idol. He didn't even do the jam session.
It was a way cool party, and then it was reported in the newspaper that I was there, and I was rocking out.
Oh, really? Were you?
I missed that. I missed seeing that.
You miss seeing what?
The you in the paper, and I usually try to read the papers. I miss seeing that you were rocking out.
But I wasn't I was clapping. Like during a jam, if you just sit there, you look like a dick.
Right. You got to do something.
But it was kind of sweet because even Chevy Chase goes, "Damn, my phone won't work. I don't know how to work the camera on this phone." And he was
trying to get pictures.
He's trying to take pictures of it, and I said, "I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it."
Well, I have to officially thank you on the air for the weekend you gave me. Howard got me a ticket to see Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers out in the Hamptons, and I stayed with them, and it was just the fucking greatest weekend of my life. How great was Tom Petty, man?
Tom Petty was awesome.
You went to see Tom Petty too?
I did, and I got to tell you something. I had another mind-blowing experience in terms of music.
Thank you, by the way, for that, dude. That was very nice.
The night before Artie showed up, we got a great story about Ralph and all this shit. But
really?
Yeah.
I have results concerning a bet that you guys might have had, too, about Ralph.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right, good.
Wait, are we going to learn all about this?
There's a big Ralph incident happened.
A major Ralph thing.
What is a major Ralph incident?
Well, we're going to get to it.
Oh,
there's a lot to get to.
See, now I'm totally intrigued.
Anyway, so the night before Artie shows up, I invited Artie out to stay at my place because out there in the Hamptons, they were having a concert with Tom Petty. And it was kind of cool, because it's not a lot of people. It's like 1,500 people tops.
Right.
And they serve a dinner and the whole thing. And, that's pretty cool to see a guy.
Unbelievable, yeah.
In that small a setting. So, anyway, the night before, I got invited over the guy who owns Sirius's house. Leon. And I went over, and he usually has a dinner party for a few people every year, and of course I go. He's a good guy. And this time, though, it was a little bit bigger party on the beach and everything. And then he built this structure on his house, and he had Tom Petty show up at his house and play for all of us.
Jeez.
Wow.
Play for me.
Yeah, well, there were maybe at that point 60 or 70 people there.
Oh, my
so I sat down on a couch, like in a living room.
Could you imagine?
And watched Tom Petty do an entire concert.
Oh, my goodness.
It was friggin' awesome.
Now, did he do the same set the next night?
Pretty much, but actually even more classic tunes at...
well, I'm just wondering, does he do the full concert at Leon's, or does he...
full concert. He was paid full... It said in the paper he was paid $850,000 to show up.
Wow. Goodness.
But, I don't know if that's true or not.
How many do each Heartbreaker get?
850,000 for Tom Petty?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, you know what?
I said, hey, you could have gotten Cheap Trick for 10 grand.
When you go see Tom Petty in concert, though, you don't realize, God, that's his song too. He's got 1 million hits.
He does,
and they're all, and he plays them all. He doesn't fuck around.
$850,000 to come to my house?
Hey, look,
So anyway,
what are you gonna do?
Anyway, I was seeing Tom Petty the next night, and I guess that's how he got Tom Petty, because Tom Petty was around.
In town,
and he figured, hey, I'll pick up a couple extra bucks.
Why
couple
not?
extra shekels.
So anyway, well, that's what these guys make. Like they paid these guys. Tom Petty got paid $1 million to show up at the Hamptons.
Well, that's a concert. You could see. I always wondered, but I mean, look again. It's 60 people, private home.
You know what? I should have studied an instrument.
Yeah, you really blew it with this radio then. So because it's cool, you go out, you get $1 million,
People just throw money at you.
Yeah, and it's fun. You sing. So anyway, okay. So Artie was coming out. He wanted to see Tom Petty. He said that to me. I said, I can get a ticket for you. We have an extra ticket. And he says, good, yeah, I'm going to stay in a hotel. But I said, no. You stay with me. Of course, you come out and you stay with me. So I was excited to see Artie socially,
Yeah.
It's fun to do. So where do I begin?
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of like...
The helicopter.
Beth and I were talking, actually. I never discussed this with Artie, but, I said, Beth kind of even said to me, do you think Artie thinks you're fun? And I go, I don't think so.
Wow, this is an interesting conversation.
Yeah, so I said, and she said, what's going to happen, if you want to take a nap or something? I said, yeah, Artie might bum out. Take a nap. Because what will Artie do till the concert?
What do you do out there? You nap?
I'm all about naps.
I'm always napping, and I'm antisocial. So she said, why don't you invite Ralph?
So he can entertain Artie?
So he can at least, doesn't Artie like Ralph? I go, I think Artie likes Ralph. You never know,
But you're not sure. Ralph. You're not sure.
I said, it might be nice to have that dynamic going where Artie has a, guy hanging out there.
And when you're napping, Ralph can take up the slack.
Which actually was not a dumb plan, because I come off a nap and I go downstairs and I see Artie and Ralph in the hot tub together.
Yeah, we went in the pool. Well, we went for a walk on the beach and had a couple of mini cigars.
Did you hold hands?
And of course, Artie doesn't bring a bathing suit, but Ralph cut up a pair of sweatpants for Artie, made a mock bathing suit.
I had no plan on going in the pool.
You were so happy in the water.
No, but then I looked at the pool. It was so inviting, And
I mean, you're going to a guy's house, you bring stuff.
Artie was weightless in the pool.
I had my own room. My room looked out onto the pool and the bathroom.
What did you think he was going to do with you?
I put him in a sewer.
Where was he going to put you, in a tent in the back?
We took a walk on the beach, and I said, you know what? Fuck it. That pool looks great right now. We had a few hours, and I told Ralph, go get a pair of scissors, and we'll cut up my sweatpants. So that's exactly what he did, which was good. That's like a fashion project for Ralph.
Yeah.
Most guys would punch you in the face.
That keeps him happy. So you were keeping him occupied.
I bet it made him happy, as Robin points out. And also, I bet he did a great job.
He did, actually.
I never actually saw the bathing suit. You were in the water the whole time.
They're very even and everything. But I would like, maybe future.
I realized, too, you wouldn't come out of the hot tub till I left. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't get that shit.
Wait a minute. You let Ralph see you in your suit.
Well, Ralph's microphone is on 5 hours a day.
Well, it's funny because I'm sitting there and I go, boy, these guys. I said, these guys are like, Artie goes, I'm boiling like chicken soup. Because he's in the hot tub. And I said, and I left. And then I was walking up to my bedroom and I look out the window and I see Artie's emerging.
Yeah, he sprung out of
and
the
I said,
hot tub.
he didn't want to get out of the hot tub in front of me.
Me and Ralph were trying to think of a rap in case we got chicks back there at night, like how to pretend it was our house. So we needed Howard to give us information about stuff. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, what's
but
this?
Isn't it interesting that you think so much about what Howard's going to comment on?
It's not totally true. I mean, look, Howard. I mean, I'm not in the like a young Starsky or Hutch at this point. I don't.
Anyway, he doesn't realize I love him. I love him fat or skinny.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Thank you.
Anyway, so
if only broads were like that.
So anyway,
so that part was fun, they had an amazing meal set up. I mean, I can't even explain how beautiful the whole experience was. Food.
It was great to hang with Artie outside of the show.
I took a helicopter out there because I've never done that before. I've been on helicopters, but never out to the Hamptons. I said, fuck it, I'll splurge. And that's kind of where the Ralph situation starts.
You want to start that story?
I guess I could.
And Gary's a part of this, too, by the way.
Well... So I said to myself, I'm going to go out. Howard made this nice invitation, and I said, fuck it, I'll splurge. I'm going to take a helicopter out there. And so I don't have to deal with traffic. And I found out there's a helipad literally yards from Howard.
Whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's okay.
It wasn't going to make your trip very long.
It was very convenient.
I hope I dumped that. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, it was a very convenient situation. So I price the helicopter.
It ain't cheap.
And no, it's not cheap at all. And, Gary the whole time was like, please, let me pay for half of this. But he was even more than he thought. And I was like, look, Gary, don't worry about it. It's fine. I was going to do this anyway. I'm happy to have the company. Ralph, the last minute, sort of the day before, says, "Listen, I'm coming. So, what time do I have to be at the?"
He doesn't even ask you. He just assumes he can do this.
No. I checked out that it was okay.
Oh,
Right. So, no. He called the day before.
All right.
But it turns out, and again, it's just weird how stuff with Ralph just makes a minor adjustment when something goes wrong. The guy had to get another helicopter because it went from 2 to 3 people.
Oh.
But it was worse than that, because I got really maybe the most insulting phone call I've ever gotten from Artie's assistant, which was he needed to know how much I weighed. I swear to God. So then he goes, and I think at one point he goes, all right, 220 and 300. All right, we're going to have to get a bigger copter.
Yeah, right.
Because 3 guys needs a bigger copter because of the weight.
Teddy, a master in etiquette. So anyway, so they had to get a different, which I found out I was going to get this really cool helicopter that's sort of like a state-of-the-art thing, and now they had to switch it to a little bit of an older one.
A Toyota with a wing.
Like the one they use for construction.
Yeah, whatever. So
already Artie's, he goes, man, if Ralph's going to be late, I'm
right. I start
leaving.
stressing about that because I wanted to get out there on time and everything.
Right.
It turns out because of fog, we were delayed anyway, but at no point.
In other words, it would have been quicker if they drove.
In some, not quite, but almost.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fog, which fucked everything up. But we got out there on the helicopter. But at no point does Ralph even think about saying thank you or, look, can I pay?
Right. How much do you want me to chip in? Nothing like that ever comes
Can
up.
I tell you something? I get to the place first where the helicopter
Not that I care, but again, my God.
I get to the place first where the helicopter takes off from. So I walk in and I go, is this where I'm supposed to be? Ralph, I mean, I can't tell you he did anything wrong, but there's a way he walks in as if it's his place. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like, he walks in, they have, like, Hamptons magazines out. Like, there's another couple there. Ralph walks in, like, sort of doesn't look at them, like, picks up a magazine, starts thumbing through it, talking about how great the trip is going to be as if he takes it every week. Right. It's just a funny way he is.
Right. It's Ralph.
Ralph acts as if, yes.
Right. And so I'll get through this, and then I'll hand the ball off to you at some point here. But because it's a long thing.
Yeah. God, I'm intrigued. I could hang on every word.
So we get out there and
hang in on this one.
Because they changed the helicopters, the car that was coming to get us didn't know what was the right helicopter to get. They had information about the old one that was just 2 people. So now with just 3 people, with just new helicopter, the guy didn't know where to go. So indirectly, we had to wait an hour for a car once we landed. So it really was like we might as well have walked.
Right.
And again, of course, you don't blame Ralph directly for this, but it's just so funny that it's something Ralph caused indirectly that made this mayhem sort of happen.
All of a sudden, it just wasn't a smooth trip.
Yeah. And
but I gotta tell you, Howard, Artie is stressing. The 2 of you guys you guys stress out on so much stuff. Howard's having a little barbecue, and Howard's stressing because he wants it to be good and he wants everybody to be on time. And now Artie's stressing that he's fucking up the barbecue.
Right, well,
and
you know what he's thinking about?
He's freaking out.
Nap.
No, he's thinking about being late to Gary's party for dinner. And how badly that went for him.
Right.
He screwed up the whole
but this wasn't
dinner.
his fault.
No, but at one point, Artie shut the phone and goes, Jesus Christ, I can't control the weather. I'm going to be, he was just bumming out that he's going to be late.
He was stressed out.
No, I'm just saying Artie knows that he and he doesn't want it to happen again.
Right. Actually, I had forgotten completely about fucking up Gary's dinner. But anyway,
I did too.
I remember everything.
I recall that I did. So anyway, there's that nuttiness going on, and fine. It's like I didn't expect anybody to offer this, but still, it's a nice gesture.
All right. So wait. So you guys get to my house,
right.
And that's okay. It's fine. To get to the house, we're having a perfectly reasonable afternoon, and that night is the 𝗵𝗵 concert.
And me and Ralph did hang. We sort of bonded, the pool thing and everything.
Right.
We were having fun.
So,
we started drinking.
He did something. He made you a bathing suit.
Right,
And these guys were drinking and having a good time. And
we had a
all that
great
stuff.
meal when we landed, and we started boozing. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We were all having a good time. And, I got my nap.
And Ralph.
Kept Artie company as planned. And it just, everything was going good. So I say to the guys, look, we're going to have dinner at the concert, and everyone be ready. I got a car coming and everything so we could all drink.
Right.
Got a car coming at 7 o'clock. Everyone be ready 7 o'clock or 7:15, whatever the time is, I said.
Forgot about this part.
So we're walking out the door. Everyone's ready promptly, 7:15. We got this thing timed out. And I look over, and Ralph is 2 minutes before 7:15. 7:13 starts making phone calls because he has to plan his trip to California, and he's trying to get airline reservations. So I said to him, you motherfucker. I said, it's 7:13. And
he had all day.
He goes, please, it's not 7:15 yet. It's 2 more minutes. I go, but we're ready now. We all want to leave.
He's on one coast arranging for the next coast's plan.
Yeah. And I'm like, you had all afternoon to call. Like, why would you call it 7:13? Well, you said 7:15.
But he can't get anything done with an airline in 2 minutes.
No shit.
Exactly.
So I said,
yeah, that's the point. Absolutely.
I go hang up the fucking phone. Okay, hang up the phone. Okay.
Which, by the way, thank God Howard was around to say that, because anybody else would not have hung up the phone.
He would have made you wait.
Yeah. Oh, no, I would have just left. I was nice enough. I must have been in a good mood because I said, okay, hang up the phone. We should just pull out and left.
Now, keep in mind, I had a drink at this point. Ralph had started drinking, right? So he was about 2 or 3 drinks deep into the evening.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So now we go in the limo.
We go in the limo, and I'm not going to. No. All right. So we go in the limo.
All right.
There's some parts
editing.
And
that's not fair.
No. It is.
Don't tell me anything you're leaving out. Just tell me a story.
Okay.
I won't know if you don't say something like that.
Sorry, we haven't rehearsed this. All right. So anyway,
you're supposed to be a professional.
Anyway, we get in the limo, and Ralph starts. And he's got to pee. I have to pee. I
knew it. I was going to say, he's got to stop to go to the bathroom.
Well, wait. So I said, Ralph, why didn't you pee before like a little kid? Why didn't you pee? I didn't have to go at that point. I go, yes, you did. I said, it's 5 minutes into the trip. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't pee. There's no way to pee.
Uh-oh.
But not just saying I have to take a leak. Writhing around on the floor of the limo like a second grader going, I gotta get yelling at the driver.
Yelling at Terry.
Really rude.
What do you mean yelling?
Do an impression of what he was.
Almost like Terry is getting us, a really nice guy, is getting us to the fucking concert. He's driving at a reasonable speed.
Right.
We pull up to the entrance, and Ralph, like a third grader, is rolling around.
Terry, where are we?
Terry, come on, get us there, Terry. What are you doing, Terry? I mean, like screaming at him because he's not getting us there quick enough so he can piss.
Oh, geez.
So, okay.
Is this a mental condition?
Wait. This is nothing.
And we all have another couple drinks in the limo, so.
Yeah.
Now
so he's drinking on top of.
Right, the night's rolling.
I don't remember him drinking in the limo.
We both had a drink in the limo.
Did you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, I don't recall that. But, okay, because I don't think I was drinking, actually. Yeah, I've been so sick, And I would never drink in a car. Like to me, drinking, these guys are really into drinking.
We took a drink into the car from your house.
Oh, so you were carrying glasses.
Yeah.
Right,
okay.
Well,
just
that's a Ralph move for sure. So anyway, we get to the concert, and now there's like a lot of people there that I know, and security people and things.
Press. And it's a red carpet.
And it's red carpet and press. And one of the guys, the security guys at the event says to me, yeah, your whole group is inside. He goes, and there's one guy pissing right in front of all of us. So I go, well,
are you kidding? He just pissed?
Yeah. He just
out
pissed.
In the...
Yeah.
Oh.
So he makes us all kind of look like shitheads.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's embarrassing me because...
It would be one thing if you were doing...
Security guys are all laughing. Like Ralph ran out of the limo, ran by like the big entrance. It's a big publicity event.
By the way, there's a tent right there with bathrooms. He could have just said, "Where's the bathroom?" He would have been in 3 seconds.
But Howard, it gets better because you guys go in, right? So now my group comes in. It's me and Ross and John Hine. And we walk in, and the security guard goes, "Oh, your posse just walked in." I go, "Wait." They go, "Howard's over there." And I go, "Oh, cool." And they go, "Yeah." And there's some dude in the bushes, and you can see Ralph in the bushes peeing.
Yeah, in front of this event.
But
so anybody could have walked by and seen Ralph pissing.
Yeah, everyone did. But the part was that it now becomes not Ralph's peeing in the bushes, but Howard Stern's guy is in the bushes.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That now you pee in the bushes.
Well, think about it this way, all right? Oh, we get out of Howard Stern's limo, and boom, out pops a guy peeing. Right. You know, I mean, it's like
paparazzi like all over the place. Right, one of those Hamptons events, you know.
Oh, what a boob!
Yeah, a boob. So, like, at this point, I'm like, you know, Ralph, stay away from me. I don't want to be near you. And I said,
pretend you don't know me.
And I said, if you start smoking pot, I don't want to be anywhere near you. I don't want a picture of me with anyone smoking pot. I don't want, I don't want that drug thing.
Right.
I just don't. It's not an image that I condone.
The pissing is enough.
Yeah, the pissing image is bad enough because people tag me as being a slob and uncouth and being an asshole.
Howard Stern's gang rolls out of a car and starts peeing all over everybody.
My entourage. And everyone's disgusted. Artie's disgusted. I'm disgusted. And, despite Artie's on-air demeanor, he's a pretty low-key guy. And, like, we go somewhere and he knows how to behave.
He knows how to behave himself.
The guy's a heroin addict. He knows how to behave himself.
Well, I can call an audible at the line at this point in my life.
But I was going to say, it's not that Artie behaves himself everywhere, but he knows where to behave himself.
Artie's like the most considerate guy. Like when Artie left my house, the bed was made. I didn't ask him to do this. The room was spotless. When Ralph leaves my house, I find a half-smoked cigar laying on the fucking bar.
Well, as you'll find out, he didn't plan on leaving exactly.
Wait, we'll tell you. Wait. So anyway,
it's so great.
Are you still with this story?
God. I love it.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, because this is such a ramp up.
So now I'm livid because I hear everyone's talking about some guy got out of Howard's car and peed all over the place. Right. So I'm just fucking out of my mind over this. Just sick. And then.
If I can jump in for that, I can tell you that Ralph swears that he didn't take anything of any kind. But early on, right after he walked in after peeing, he went to the bar. One of my friends said Ralph dropped 3 drinks in a row.
Okay.
He just kept dropping drinks.
He started drinking very heavily.
Is he now having a problem?
Well, you tell me after this story.
Who knows? I mean, what's going on? But at some point, when you're out with a group of people and you're all drinking. And, your goal is to get at least lit. And at one point, one guy out of nowhere, like, how'd he get that drunk? That's what happened with Ralph. Like, out of nowhere, Ralph had gotten very drunk. And there were shots around. You could easily get drunk and just be drinking.
None of us realized, I certainly didn't, that Ralph was, like, really drinking heavily or what he was doing. Maybe he got some weed from I don't know what he was doing. From what I could tell, he drank. And then when the concert started, he went up to the front and came back. And, I was talking to him and he kept dropping his iPhone and everything, but he was perfectly coherent as far as I was concerned.
Okay.
Did you guys agree? It wasn't like he knew he was shit-faced.
He was dancing obnoxiously and running in, hitting into people, but in a way, he was just being sort of Ralphish. He wasn't being, you wouldn't think, my God, this guy needs help.
The first tip-off that Ralph was really, really drunk was at the end, the show's over and we're standing there, and this couple is really a big fan of Artie. And the girl's pretty cute, and the guy's pretty average looking. And Ralph, it got to the point where Artie and I thought that the guy was going to punch Ralph in the mouth because the girl wanted to take a picture. They both wanted to take a picture, and he kept saying, "You're really hot. Lose that guy. Fuck off. You can't be in the picture." Really obnoxious
Really inappropriate stuff.
This is the Ralph that got punched out at Scores, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says really weird things.
It was such a cool scene where at the very end of the concert, I had pushed up front as well, and it was me, Ralph, and Paul McCartney standing within feet of each other. And I remember pointing that out to Ralph. And Ralph's big thing was he wasn't into Paul. He wasn't impressed with Paul McCartney.
He's out of his mind.
That's what I don't know. He said something like, "I'd be more impressed." And he wasn't. He didn't seem that impressed. He was like, I was like, "Wow, he's not bullshitting about that."
Let me say something to you first. Ralph goes to see Beatles impersonators.
Right.
He loves the Beatles.
Well, he's more impressed with that.
Well, it ties into the rest of it, though, why he wasn't so impressed with it.
But wait a second. So I leave about there's like 3 songs left on the set list, and I was like, I want to beat the traffic and I want to go home. And I said to Artie, and all the guys, I'm going home. They were like, okay, don't worry, we're with Ross and a whole bunch of guys.
Yeah, they had a way to get.
They were going out for the night.
Yeah,
they were going to have boys' night.
We were going to go. It turns into a club scene there at the end. So they'd have a little bar area.
Oh, okay.
And they'd bring out a DJ to play dance music, and it would have been a nightmare for Howard to try to get out of there. So we knew we had set it up earlier. Howard was like, he said, look, I'm probably going to leave. You guys hang.
And I said to Artie, if you want to come with me or Ralph, I said, or any of the guys, I said, I'll give you a ride. But, they said, no, we got it covered. Okay. So I split all the guys, Gary, Artie, Ralph, all of them are hanging out. Like Artie said, they have like a little thing. Mm-hmm. And then they decide to go to this place called Saracen. It's a restaurant, and it's got like a bar scene, and it's kind of fun, Mm-hmm. I go there once in a while, really like it. And so they get in the car, and they all go. Ralph included.
He's already drunk, but he's going anyway.
I guess, but again, I'm already out of the picture. But these guys, they said, yeah, maybe he was high or something, but no one really thought he was that.
Look, at that point, I was feeling great, and Ralph was. See, but this one, the point Gary just brought up was the key change, like
that personality.
When we met that couple, he was being so inappropriate, and that was after the Tom Petty concert. And before we went to Saracens.
Okay.
So, and it was a great group of guys. We was like a guys' night out. We were all having fun. It was Richie Notar, it was Ross, it was me, it was Gary, and John Hein.
Yes.
John Hein, and we were all hanging out. But Ralph, at that point, we said, look, Ralph might start a fight. We got to take care of him a little bit.
We started to have the discussion. This was a really weird thing amongst ourselves. And John Hein says, if somebody punches Ralph, will you jump in? And I go, I don't know. It depends on what he did. I said, I guess I have to.
John Hein, full of truth serum. Ralph wouldn't want him around.
Oh, really?
Those guys have some issues. I don't know. They have to work out.
So John was questioning whether he would get involved if Ralph got into a fight.
Yeah, he was like, God, if someone was beating the shit out of him, I don't know if I'd help out.
But we had to have that discussion.
By the way, I hear Sal's pissed off. He thinks I invited John Hein.
Yes.
What is that all about?
He found out that John Hein went to the concert. You invited him.
I did?
He's furious that John Hein somehow jumped the chain, that Ralph's been here much longer, and why didn't you invite Sal instead of John?
Well, Sal, who gives you your information? I don't know how John Hein ended up there. In fact, I invited John Hein. I invited John Hein over to my house for some food. But
don't tell Sal.
I did, but
But the point is, Howard, it doesn't matter how he got there. If you did, it's none of his business.
Thank you.
Where do you get this information? No. Where do you conjure up this bullshit of yours?
Somebody told me. I just heard that John Hein went with you guys. I'm happy for John Hein.
I saw him at the concert.
I have no beef with...
Wait a second. Hold on. John Hein was there, and nobody told you Howard brought him. You just assumed it, right?
Well, this is your gig, Howard. I mean, you're the man, you're the leader of the pack.
Dude. Artie came over. That's it.
I don't care about Artie.
I'm not the pack. I don't know how John Hein ended up there. I don't know what John Hein did for the weekend. I saw him at the concert. I had nothing to do with it.
I find that hard to believe.
You're an asshole.
So I'm just. I don't care that he said that.
I was just a little hurt. I felt that
you're hurt. You could have done what John Hein did. Ask John Hein how he ended up there.
I'm not the one who sold the website for a couple of mil. I don't have the money to pay $3,000 to see Tom Petty. So
again,
you're assuming.
You're making a wacky assumption.
All right, very good. Whatever angle I take, I'll be wrong on this. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for John Hein. I'm just saying I was a little insulted. Okay? Is that wrong?
How can you be insulted if I didn't invite you? In other words, let's say I go to a Van Halen concert and John Hein is there. Are you insulted?
No, and I'm happy. The issue's not John Hein. It's just that I felt that. I hate to say this.
But Sal, you jumped to conclusions. I had nothing to do with John Hein. John, how did you end up at that concert?
Gary invited me.
Oh. Okay, there you go.
Now get upset with Gary because John jumped you and Gary.
I'm done with Gary. Me and Gary are over.
We know Gary and John are close.
Yeah, I just assumed I just assumed that you invited John Hein.
No, I had nothing to do with you. Although I did invite him over to my house when I heard he was out there.
Yes, you did.
How come you never made it?
Which was very nice.
Yeah. How come? What happened to you?
I was stuck at another thing that I couldn't get out. I was in Long Island City, and I couldn't get out to you in time.
Wish Sal would kill himself rather than be stuck at anything.
Well, let me just say this for Sal. See, John Hein knew you'd be upset, and that's why he didn't make it.
Right. Smart move. All right, Sal,
I'm
thank
happy
you.
for you.
You got to hear the rest of this story. So
yeah, I'm listening inside. It's brilliant.
All right, so we know now that Ralph is a little tipsy, but we're all a little tipsy, but who knows how tipsy he is.
Right.
We go to this Saracen's place.
Yeah.
All right. And now we get in there, and, you know, Ross is Mr. Plan guy. He immediately is able to assess the situation, and Ross goes, look, this
Ross
place
is our friend.
Ross Sapin, who we've talked about.
Who works here. Yeah.
And we get in there, and it was crowded, kind of a scene and stuff, and a nice place. But Ross was like, maybe a couple drinks and we'll go somewhere else, you know. And we're like, fine, I don't care, whatever. And Ralph, we get a place to sit. Ralph starts dancing.
Dirty dancing.
With who?
That's the key.
Like a woman who looked to be about 60.
Yeah.
In really tight, with bad plastic surgery and tight, jeans. All
John, did she look real old?
Yes.
Yeah.
Artie's being complimentary at this point.
She's to evaluate her.
She was heavy, and that's being, kind. And this is from a guy, when you see a model walk in, he goes, her ears are small and her middle toe's too long.
Yeah.
He's out dancing with a chubby 60-year-old woman and appearing to love it. Yeah, no, he's totally
like that really annoying Latin music you hear at a feast, you know.
Artie was like, hey, there's a bunch of old broads here. I'm going home.
Oh, my
So Artie decides he's going to bail on the night. It's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning at this point, or 12:30.
We all decide we're going to bail on this place. We're all now the group is deciding to leave.
Okay.
You know.
So a couple of people, Gary included, go up to Ralph and say, hey, we're all leaving now. And they
While
say...
he's dirty dancing?
While he's dirty dancing. And Ralph says, looks at them coherently and says, look, man, don't worry. I'll catch up with you guys, or I'll just make it back to Howard's house, whatever.
Well,
don't worry.
It was actually worse than that. At first he said, I'll be fine. But then he said, you guys go and come and pick me up on your way back.
Right, that's what he wanted.
Like we're his fucking taxi drivers.
Yeah, and Gary goes, there is no way back, Ralph. We're going. That's it. Either you leave now,
or you find your own way.
Right, so he's like, fine.
So again, you get out in front of the club, and guys, some guy, like when you're with a group of guys, some guys are like, fuck them, especially if you don't know them. But Artie and John Hein get out front, and they go, wait a minute, we can't just leave Ralph here. We have to, we have to be sure. So
that's what Ross was saying.
Artie was like, you know what, the guy might be fucked up. I'm going to go in, and I am going to make sure that Ralph understands.
Well, no, first Gary had a turn, then John Hein went in. He goes, Art, you're feeling guilty? I'm going to go in and ask him. So John Hein, and John is a pretty efficient guy.
So you see, the evening is all about Ralph and getting him from place to place. But wait a second, wait. So Artie says, I don't care what these two guys said. I don't want to feel guilty. I don't want to leave a guy.
You got to go make sure for yourself.
Yeah, because at this point he said, hey, maybe he's drunk and doesn't know what he's doing.
This is the third time going back there.
Right.
So Artie goes in and he says, look, Ralph, we are leaving. How are you going to get home? Don't worry, I'll get home, blah, 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 blah.
Dancing with a chick, arm around a chick.
Yeah. The 60-year-old broad.
Yeah.
He's still with her.
Yeah. So Artie says to him, do you know where Howard lives? He goes, take the address down. Write it down in your iPhone or whatever the fuck that thing is. Right. So Artie's telling him, yelling out the address, giving him the address. Ralph goes, I don't know, work my iPhone. Don't worry, I know it. And he repeats the address. Okay.
I realize, people sort of recognize this. I'm yelling out Howard's address in the middle of a dance floor at a crowded club.
All right, because Artie felt like... Whatever.
He needed to take care of Ralph.
Right. So he goes, Ralph, do you even have? If you have to get a cab or whatever, he goes,
do you have money?
Do you have money? Artie hands Ralph $300 cash, and says, "Here, take this money. I want to make sure you can get home." Now, somehow
Artie,
Ralph,
I don't have a way home.
Somehow Ralph, exactly. Somehow Ralph evokes this in people. I know,
he's got the world taking care of him.
Most people would be like Scott the engineer. You forget that he's even there. It should be that way, but it's not. Okay. So these guys leave. Artie decides to come back to my place. He comes home.
Now, at this point, there's zero guilt in he's in no danger. Right. He's got money. He's an adult man. He seems to be having fun. He made a decision. I'm staying here. And we left. That's what happened.
All right.
I'm already asleep.
You don't even know this has gone on.
No. I've been in bed for hours already. I mean, I'm not putting up with this nonsense. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah. I went home with my fiancée and had a perfectly reasonable evening with her. So, I got to tell you, it just sounds exhausting, right?
Oh my God!
I wouldn't have even gone back in and asked Ralph.
So the split was, which is what Ross wanted to say. You were with Ross. So the split was Ross and Gary and the other guys go somewhere else, and John Hein took me back to Howard.
All right.
Okay, so that's the split.
So then, I wake up the next morning, and I don't know. I listen to my messages. Yeah. There's 5 messages from Ralph.
Oh.
I go downstairs. I see his room hasn't been used.
Oh.
No Ralph. He never made it back. I go, oh, wow. Just before I listen to my messages, I go, Ralph must have hooked up with a broad or something. I didn't know about any
You
old
didn't
broad.
know about the 60-year-old.
No, I just said he must have hooked up with a broad. I know Ralph. Or he's staying at Ross's house or something went down.
Right, he went home with somebody else.
So I start listening to one panicked message after the other. It's like the first one comes in at about 4:30 in the morning.
Whoa!
He goes, dude, where do you live? I'm driving around with this guy, and we're stopping in parking lots asking if anyone knows where you live.
Oh, no!
And he goes, I don't know where I am. You gotta help me. So then he goes, then I listen to the next message. In fact, I have the messages. Why did I fucking
gotta
prepare
play
those?
them.
I should. You know what? Take a commercial break. I'll go get that lined up with Scott.
All right, yeah. Because we got to hear the messages. I can't wait to hear these.
All right, take a break. Take a break. Wait, you got to hear these messages.
That's too funny.
Hello.
Hi.
2 seconds.
Is that the phone?
This is the phone right here.
I got to do a whole punching in.
I know. Okay, this is the phone.
I dial 1.
You dial 9 first. You done? I think so. Right. Check.
Next message. Let me just make sure. Next message. What's it say?
Hey now, douchebag. I tried to call you before, but I got disconnected, and then I got another call.
Yeah, you do.
You still 3?
That's it.
Okay, I got it.
I think I do have to bleep out words.
I know.
It's such a pleasure.
Won't believe
He sounds like he's 18 years old.
Yeah, right? Oh, it's one big night. So where were we in the story?
So you're about to so
Ralph's calling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ralph's
so
calling
I wake up in the
you,
morning. I see Ralph's bedroom is empty. Artie, I realize Artie locks his door at night. I noticed you lucky. Do you have a thing? Because what I did was I tried to open the door to see if you were in there because I figured both you guys were gone, and then the door was locked.
I don't remember doing it. Maybe I did it out of habit. Yeah.
You lock yourself in at home?
Yeah, he locked himself in.
Not in the bedroom, but I might have. I was a little drunk myself. I might have locked the door. I guess
like
I locked
it was a front door.
Well, good thing you did because I would have been in your room.
Right, exactly.
You're smart.
Who needs you in there?
Right.
Hey, always lock your door at Howard's house.
So now I'm like all confused, and I go and as I regularly do, go to check my messages. Scott, do you have those, or is it a whole big process?
I think it'll be like 2 more seconds, Howard.
All right, great. Just tell me the page to go to.
So, but what happened was, Howard left us at the concert. Everybody's hanging, having fun. I left Ralph with that money. Those guys left the bar, too. Ralph was dancing, having a good time. I made it home about 2 a.m. John Hein drove me home. By the way, me and John Hein got pulled over by a cop.
What?
Yeah, John Hein, of all people.
So
John doesn't even drink, right?
Well, no. He didn't get pulled over because of that. He got pulled over. We were doing 40 and a 25 down the Hamptons main drag, and he was doing me a favor, taking me to Howard's, and I felt awful. This really cute chick.
A cop.
I mean, but cute, like you'd go, wow, there's a hot chick, pulled us over, and I felt so bad. I said, I'm going to be obnoxious right now, and I said, Miss, my name's Artie Lang. I'm from the Howard Stern Show, and
Let me guess what you said. You said you had a 40-inch cock.
I was going to say, you would do sexual favors to get out of the ticket.
And she said, you know what? Don't worry about it. She goes, I love Howard. I'm just giving you a warning. And she was going to get a fucking moving violation for that.
Artie used my name to get out of a ticket. I use my name, and I don't get out of a ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've done that, and cops have given me tickets.
What?
Well, like I'll go, hey, Howard Stern, the guy in the rating guy, goes, oh, yeah, I know who you are. And
he keeps writing.
And he writes a ticket.
See, the move is just to let them see who you are,
Right.
I think. But
Yeah, I never say. And, sometimes they recognize me, and then they're nice.
I say right away.
Right, you say right away?
Yeah, I have the PBA card, and they go, oh, where'd you get this from? And I said, well, I do a lot of charity work for the police. Senator John told me that one.
Never pull out
I said, they go, where'd you get that? I do a lot of charity work for the police. Oh, how do you do that? I go, well, I work on the Howard Stern Show. We do a lot
that's
of stuff.
a good one.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say I'm from the Letterman Show. See if that gets me anywhere.
But I felt so bad for John. I said, I'm going to be like a little bit of a douchebag and say it out loud. And then she couldn't have been cooler. And I'm telling you, she was hot. So
we're lucky because John's the only one of us that doesn't drink.
Yeah, he was completely sober.
Let's go to Bill, who wants to say hello. Bill, go ahead.
Hey, welcome back, Howard.
Thanks, man.
Listen, this Ralph story, the only way it's going to be any way interesting to anybody but you or maybe Robin is if Ralph dies or gets arrested or...
Well, you got to hold on.
You got to hold on.
Well, sir, that would be great.
He gets his face punched in.
Are you not enjoying the story? Because I did a random...
No, I'm really listening, Howard. I just
they just hate Ralph. And
we love to hate Ralph.
Okay, because I did a random check. I said, is this interesting to everyone, or is it just to me and Artie and the guys who were there? And everyone said, no, we're all guessing.
We're leaping ahead and seeing what this will mean for Ralph in the future.
The messages will make it better. They're on Gary Preview page 1 in green.
Okay, thank you. So I get up and I get this message. Give me a sec. Okay. Here we go. This is the first message.
Hey, man, I know you're sleeping, but...
So what's he supposed to do?
I have no place to go. We're going back to the city, I think. Fuck, man. These people... this chick's throwing up on the side of the road. Oh, my God, this is so fucked. All right, well, can you pack up my shit? Okay, thank you. Bye.
So now it's about 4:30 in the morning, and he's going back home. And I'm like, what the fuck happened
So that's
here?
the first message you get. You have to be completely puzzled.
No, I'm puzzled.
Yeah, right.
So
how did he get so out of it?
Then the next one is time-stamped, I think, around 7 in the morning or 7:30.
Hey, now. Hey, so I'm in Jersey City. What a fucking nightmare, man. Fucking guys ditched me. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't find your house. Went up and down the street. Couldn't find the street. And so, I had to get on a bus. And, oh my God, what a fucking nightmare. Fucking douchebags.
They're douchebags.
Cocksuckers. Fuck. All right, man, I'm going to sleep, so I'll talk to you during the day. Just throw my shit in a bag and give it to Artie. I got a shirt in the closet and some stuff in the bathroom and whatever, underneath the TV to the right over there. Just throw my shit in a bag and I'm going to sleep. All right, man. Thanks, man. Bye.
If they're all drinking, he knew exactly where everything was. Did you hear that description?
Yeah, he sounds very lucid.
He sounds very alert and all this other shit. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, what did they do to him?
And then the third, and I'm like, well, what did these guys do? And I'm dying to wake Artie up, but I go, Artie slept till like 1 o'clock in the
Artie locked his door so you couldn't.
Yeah.
I was in weekend mode. I put the air conditioning on.
Did you sleep until noon or something?
Well, on a night out, I got home. I didn't get to sleep till about 2:30, and I put the air conditioning on about 58.
And he's calling these guys like cocksuckers and fucks, and I'm like, man, they really screwed him over. I don't know what's going on.
What did they do to Ralphie?
And then I'm like,
hey, douchebag, could you put some cookies in my bag, too, please? Some of Marnie's cookies, like 3 or 4. That would be very good. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude. I can't believe I'm home. Fucking cocksuckers, man. Fucking assholes. Fucking... Oh, fuck. Dude, I had to... I'll tell you, I had to fucking scale the side of my building to get my house. What a fucking pig. Fuck. All right, bye. Just give me some cookies, though. All right, bye.
So we get it. So Artie wakes up. All the guys come over to my place because we're going to have a meeting about what went down.
So I finally wake up.
There's a big summit.
I wake up at
Ross
noon,
was over,
and
Gary,
I make it into the kitchen. I could barely move. Like my 1 p.m. I wake up, and I see Howard and Beth, and they go, "Did you hear what happened to Ralph?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, what happened?"
Right.
And then I hear...
So we tell him all this, and he goes... I fucking gave the guy $300. I went in 20 times and said to him, Ralph, I'm going home now. Do you know how to go? He goes, this is my worst nightmare. He goes, I never want to ditch a guy. I never would do that. Right. He goes, I'm fucking mad. I'm outraged.
There was no indication. I was really pissed because, look, the only way we'd be in the fault is if we sort of knew that Ralph was in a blackout or something.
Right.
But of course we didn't know that.
Wait a minute. You know what?
There was no indication of that.
What John Hein told me was that when he went in to say, Ralph, we're leaving, we're really leaving, this is, how are you going to get home? Ralph said, just tell Ross to come back at such a time and pick me up.
Right.
Yeah, he kept saying that.
And the other thing you know how Ralph has that iPhone that he's madly in love with that he plays with like a baby?
Yeah.
So we wondered, he's got my cell phone number, he's got Ross's cell phone number, and he's got Howard's address in there. He's got this thing that he's in love with. Fucking thing runs out of batteries.
Oh, you're kidding. That's why
that's another great part of the story.
Yeah. So we all decide to get him on a speakerphone and find out what's going on. And we tell him, hey, you're being an asshole. Artie went in, he goes, what? He claims he
doesn't remember.
I said, so what are you on? What kind of drugs are you doing? Because that ain't from drinking.
What's wrong with you?
He says, I swear I smoked a little weed at the concert, I drank, and that was it.
I said, what's the last thing you remember? I said, do you remember sitting next to Paul McCartney? And it was me, you, and Paul McCartney in the third row, I said. And we were, having a great time listening to Don't Come Around Here No More, the last song. And he goes, Art, I don't remember standing next to you and Paul McCartney. I totally would remember that, which explained to me why he wasn't that into him. But there was no indication of that night. He seemed to be all right.
So I said to Ralph, why didn't you go to a hotel? Oh, there were no hotels. I go, there's tons of fucking hotels. Why wouldn't you go to a diner and just wait till, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? He goes, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Somehow he latched onto some guy.
Yeah.
This is the mystery thing.
That he was driving around with.
And because his iPhone, the single biggest advancement in the history of technology, that he can't call anybody, he borrows the guy's cell phone to call Howard. So now the guy has Howard's
in his phone.
Yeah, so clearly the guy knew Ralph was. Of course he knows Ralph and Howard.
That's why he's doing all
And they're going up and down, and Ralph got out of the guy's car at one point and started yelling, does anyone know where Howard Stern lived? And he said,
How
fuck
do you
it.
know that?
Because Ralph told us he did it. He goes, at some point, I was desperate, dude. I'm sorry, but I was desperate.
Whatever he was on, he must have come off. But
he got next to a very big celebrity's house who lives next to Howard. That was like a landmark. There's another sort of very big celebrity there, and as there are all over the place. And so he knew that was close by, and we were like, well, then you couldn't get it it's only like a little ways further. He's like, no, I couldn't do it. I was yelling at Howard's name. I called him from this guy's cell phone. We go, who was the guy? How did you leave the guy? He's like, I have no idea what happened. Somehow I got on the jitney, the bus, back to the fucking city.
We don't believe any of that. We were like, what jitney did you get at, 4:30 in the morning?
But he's back in Jersey City.
He did get back.
To be on a jitney,
But
right?
he found a guy that was willing to take him from the club to around the neighborhood of your house, drive him up and down the road, and then take him back to a place where the guy knew there was a bus Ralph could get.
Yeah, instantaneously, he's supposedly stumbling blackout drunk. He finds a guy he also tried to get into a hotel. He goes, the hotel had no vacancy. So he finds that information out. He makes it somewhat back to Howard's house, makes phone calls, figures out his cell phone's dead, gets to the fucking bus stop. I couldn't do that till incoherent.
But he's a train wreck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like... So, and then I said, Ralph, do you remember? He goes, by the way, did someone give me money? I have a stack of hundreds. And I said, Ralph, I gave you $300. I said, you don't remember that? I put it right in front of your face. I go, dude, this is money for you to get home. He goes, yeah. He goes, actually, thanks for doing that. I didn't have a lot of money on me.
Yeah, but meanwhile, here's the kicker to that part of the story.
So he knew that I gave him the money, and I said, yeah, Ralph, that was me. And he goes, oh, thanks. That was nice of you. So.
Well, no. He said he didn't remember you gave him $300. Right. He said, I said to him, do you remember Artie giving you $300? He goes, oh, is that how I had a pocket full of money?
Right. Then when he found that out on the phone, he said, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But didn't he say on the phone that he was going to give you the money back?
No, he never said that.
He never said that. So
listen to this.
When's that going to happen?
So now I'm packing Ralph's room up, which, by the way, is like spread out all over the house. I mean, like he
So it wasn't just in his room. You had to go all over.
It was just in his room, but he luxuriates and gets everything out and unpacked, and his books over here, and his this and his that. It's like. He was there for 1 hour. You know what I mean? Right. He was just there for an overnight visit.
And he really did leave a lit cigar on like a teak bar.
No. It actually wasn't lit. It was out. But it was out.
So Howard and Beth picked up for him, packed for him, got a shirt out of a closet, figures out where his other shit is, and put these great homemade cookies they had. Packed them up and put them in the bag.
You actually responded to the cookie request.
Yeah, he actually gave him cookies.
So we pack up his bag, and I go, now Artie's got to schlep Ralph's bag.
Real neatly. A packed up fucking bag waiting for me to take it back to Ralph.
So
after all this,
Artie decides that he'll make it easy for Ralph because Artie got a car to take him from the helipad to his house.
Well, what happened is, so now I have Ralph's bag, okay? And it's like one of those sort of, lazy Sundays where, you're hungover. What do I want to do? Me and Gary get the helicopter back. So, and again, the guy, there was an issue for the guy because I thought you were 3. He goes, no, we're only 2. And you could tell the guy had to change something. He goes, oh, whatever. I wish you would have told me that. So, Ralph inadvertently fucks up that guy's day in some way. So we're on the helicopter, which is the greatest ride ever. And in the middle of the helicopter ride back to Manhattan, I go to Gary. I go, listen, after all this bullshit, I can make Ralph's life so easy right now. I had my guy who always drives me, my driver, Herb, picking me up at the helipad in Manhattan. And I said, he actually doesn't live that far from Ralph.
Right.
I could just tell the guy I'll give the guy Ralph's number, and I'll give Ralph his number on his answer machine, and I'll say, guys, hook up at some point during the day. My driver will hand deliver you the bag, Ralph. And, of course, though, he charges me for a ride for that.
Of course.
Okay. So Gary had some great advice. He goes, okay, number 1, you shouldn't do it because fuck him. But number 2, if you do it, it's out of your hair completely because he's got it. Now Ralph has a deadline. Ralph is skipping to it because he's got to get to California. He needed shit in that bag for California. So I agreed with the second part. I said, fuck it. I don't want this in my head. I call Ralph from the helicopter. I leave him a message saying, look, get in touch with this guy. He's going to have your bag in your bag will be driven in a Lincoln Town car to your house. I tell my driver when we land, I go, look, take this to this guy's house. He's like, fine. And he didn't plan on doing anything else on a Sunday. It was a special Sunday ride.
Right.
And I must get charged about $40, $50 for whatever that is. And I don't want the guy to do it for me for nothing. So Ralph calls me back when I land. He goes, dude, thanks so much. That was really, really great. The guy fucking took it right to me. And I really need all that shit because I'm going to California tomorrow. And he goes, by the way, I gave the guy a few dollars. And I go, oh, that's nice. That's nice. You gave the guy a few dollars. He goes, yeah, so thanks, man. And I said, well, have a good time in California, I guess. And he goes, great, I will. Thank you for everything. Because by now he realized he was wrong. He goes, look, I'm not really mad about last night. I'm sorry you had to, give me the $300. He even re-brought it up again, $300.
Right.
Now, knowing he's going to California, he says he gave my driver a few dollars as a tip.
Right.
So then we just hang up, and he's going to California. I say, good luck, have a good time. I call my driver. I go, did he give you anything for me? And he goes, no. He didn't give me a package for you at all. He didn't give me any money to give back to me. He's like, nope. And I go, what did he tip you? And he goes, not much. He goes, like under $10, so just a few dollars. And, you know, I don't know the exact number, but Ralph might dispute that. I got to check from my guy. But the point is, you know, now, am I right in assuming this is Ralph's mindset? Because this is what pisses me off. He's going to California. He doesn't have a lot of money on him. He figures, unless Artie brings it up, I'm not giving him back the $300. I got $300 cash on me. I'm taking this to L.A.
Absolutely.
And fuck it.
Yeah.
You gave it to him, Artie. Why would you want it back?
You gave him the money.
Artie's fuming mad because, and rightly so.
Oh, absolutely.
That, you know, dude, where's my $300 back?
Right.
I gave it to you.
He did that out of the goodness of his heart because he cared about Ralph, and Ralph is taking it.
I wouldn't even say, even if he said to me, look, I needed it. I used, what's the jitney, $50?
Say it's $100.
Right. So he would have said, look, here's, I'm low on cash. Here's the balance of the $300. But, and again, I'll give Ralph a chance to explain himself, but I started to overthink it, and I really got fucking mad. I said his mindset was totally that. Artie's not bringing this up, so I'm not going to bring it up. Right. I'm going to L.A. I got an extra $300. Fuck it. I'm keeping it. After his bag got hand delivered, Ralph cost me $350. Yeah. On top of whatever, you know, the helicopter would have been. And not until he didn't thank me for the helicopter, by the way, until he made this really cheap fat joke at lunch. We were all having lunch, and he makes this like dumb fat joke that I was sort of
pissed.
I was aggravated by it, and I don't care about fat jokes, obviously, but something about it rubbed me the wrong way. And Ralph could see I was pissed, and then he went, "Oh, by the way, Art, thanks for the helicopter. That was really nice." Yeah. And you know, so again, it's like I don't know. I just it's that sense of entitlement with money, and it's not about the money, of course, but just he's going to claim I forgot, Art. I forgot, or
of course I was going to pay you back.
Is there any way I let him on in thinking you don't have to pay me that money back? I don't think I said that.
No. And in fact, I want to ask you guys a question because Ralph got mad at me on a wrap-up show a couple of weeks ago. He said that I'm the one who started this rumor, a fact about him that's wrong, that he has a sense of entitlement. But doesn't everything in that story show he feels he has a right to be on the helicopter, a right to have his bag delivered with cookies, by the way?
But Ralph knows that he has a sense of entitlement.
But how do you not know?
He wouldn't even recognize it because he's so entitled.
How does he not remember the whole night?
Because he's blacking out.
But Howard, a couple of hours later, when you're like that, a couple hours later, he describes to the longitude and latitude where all the shit is in his room. Yeah. I got stuff a little bit to the right there. There's a shirt in the closet. In a blackout, I would remember I had a shirt in a fucking closet.
But he wasn't drinking then. This is, you know, you got him before and after blackout.
Speaking of blackouts, though, is Isaac here or is he on his honeymoon?
I don't know.
Isaac got married on Sunday.
Well,
Isaac's one of our guys who works on Howard TV.
Great guy.
Honeymoon, Howard.
What did you say?
He's on his honeymoon.
Oh, too bad. Because
what?
After all that telling about how Ralph inappropriate, I'm going to be the... Here's a story about me being the most inappropriate.
Artie accepted the invitation. I had RSVP'd that I wasn't coming.
Right.
Although I did send Isaac a gift, which he'll probably get when he gets back. But anyway, Artie was going to the wedding.
Yeah.
So what happened?
You know, again, Isaac invited me to the wedding. Me and Isaac are friends. I think he's great. I know his wife, his now wife.
Susie.
They were getting married Sunday, and I went out Friday night, and I slept a day and a half.
Get out of here.
Hungover. And
you slept a day and a half?
I woke up Saturday afternoon. And again, this is what happens. If I don't have like a woman in my life to take care of me like a little baby, I forget stuff like this. So I totally forgot about the wedding. And I guess I have other friends who were going. All it would have taken is one guy to go, Art, how you getting to the wedding? You want to go together? Like, there was not one call like that. I know Richard went. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm sitting there like in a daze, hungover, reading the sports section. I didn't remember till last night at 10 o'clock. I gander over at my fucking refrigerator and I see the invitation, and I had a feeling of such horror.
Wait a minute. You didn't go to the refrigerator all weekend?
I did, but it's like, you know, this is what happens. I put it
when
up.
you hang stuff on a refrigerator, you don't...
I put it up a month ago. It became part of the refrigerator. And I totally, I look at it and I go, I didn't go to fucking Isaac's wedding. And I didn't even call. So now
it was too of crap.
I heard a rumor too, Robin, that you bailed on Isaac's wedding a week before the event.
He knew that was a possibility.
Oh, okay.
It was too late. it was too late to call him. It was 10 o'clock last night. So I said, listen, I'm sure people at the show know about this. I'm going to have to deal with it. I sat down and I literally wrote a 3-page apology.
You should read that on the air.
You want me to?
You should make it public.
Well, let me
is
give
it boring or is it good?
It's me thinking of every self-deprecating, awful thing about myself.
Don't read it then.
Before he's no, you know what? If he wants to, I'll give it to him. If he wants to read it, he can read it. But I also, and of course, to put a period at the end of the inappropriate.
You have to give a huge gift.
I gave more money because I feel so guilty.
What'd you give him?
I'm not going to say that. If he could read the note and say how much if he wants, but I got it sealed here, marked to him. And guys, I'll say this to when I see you. I'm so sorry, guys. I felt horrible.
Because when I did bail, Isaac said, "Well, Artie's going to be there by himself."
Oh, God.
Well, no, he's not, actually.
By the way, I know I told that assistant of mine to remind me about this, but anyway, I'm not going to.
It's time.
I'm not going to blame
It's time
him.
you went to franklincovey.com, got him yourself an appointment book, and started taking responsibility for this shit.
You're right.
This is what Howard's been preaching all along.
I'm telling you, it enables you to become a man.
I don't forget about gigs where I'm getting paid. That's for sure.
That's true.
That's true. You never sleep through those.
Isaac's a good guy, and I feel terrible about it. And I'll give him this Magna Carta I wrote. Yeah.
Hey, anyway, so
I feel like a little baby. You know what I mean? Like I'm 39. I forgot to go to a friend's wedding.
When are you going to turn 40? It seems like you've been 39 for about 5 years.
I'm Jack Benny.
You know what's weird?
October 11th.
The weird part of Isaac's wedding, and this is why we got to get him in here when he comes back from his honeymoon. Where'd he go?
I don't even know. I don't know.
If you'd been at the wedding, you might have found out.
Yeah, you might have known.
I feel terrible.
So anyway, he had the most random invite list. You know how we always have trepidation about throwing a party because you have to cut certain people off?
Yeah.
But it was like I got invited, you got invited. Now, some people were pissed Artie got invited over them because they were like, well, I know Isaac longer. Like Gary didn't get invited.
Gary didn't get an invite?
And he even said to me, look, I'm not complaining. I don't want to go to a fucking wedding. But
not on the Labor Day weekend.
No. Oh, people who get married on Labor Day weekend, you want to take them and smash their head into a fucking wall. You want to smash their head into a wall.
Well, that's a whole other rap, but, look, I went to his bachelor party. I did a shot with his best man. I was like, I can't wait for the wedding. It's my bad. Sometimes you drop the ball. I drop the ball. But, Teddy, fuck him. It's his fault.
Isaac's on the phone. I got to ask him.
Isaac's on the phone from his honeymoon?
Hey, Isaac.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, congratulations, by the way, to you and Susan.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for the note. As Howard sent me earlier, nice note. It was very heartfelt.
Yes, and I will actually I have a gift for you. But
I have a gift for you, too.
There you go. Okay. Anyway. Your guest list was kind of random. It was weird, like Artie, me, Robin. Was Fred invited? Were you invited?
Fred wasn't invited. No.
No. Was
there's a lot of things. You know how hard it is to put together a party that has a limited number of seats. It's not easy.
But why Richard and Ronnie the limo driver over Gary?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I went out to Richard's house to shoot Weekend at the Christie's, and I bonded with Richard. And I've been friends with Richard since the day he arrived at K-Rock. I was close to Richard. Why Ronnie? Because I used to do the hallway camera, and I had, spent a lot of time with Ronnie. And even though Ronnie breaks my balls constantly, probably more than anybody at the show, Ronnie's always doing it with a smile. So I kind of, the way I gauged it was I couldn't invite everyone from the show. There were people that I wanted to invite that I couldn't invite because of numbers and because of, you have to let your parents and you have to let your bride invite people. And I kind of thought of it as, when I look out into that crowd, who are the faces that I really, really want to see?
And you don't want to see Gary's face.
No. You didn't want to see Gary or Fred.
I like Gary, but I don't have that